This Andrew Wilson and Richard Spencer clash just exposed a much bigger split on the online right. What looked like a personal beef instantly turned into a battle between two different worldviews. This isn't just a debate. This is a fictional war playing out in real time. This is the Internet Chaos Report. Remember to like and subscribe because we're posting videos like this every single day. Now let's get into it.
Andrew Wilson and Richard Spencer have some serious beef that emerged recently. And the reason this is mimetically significant is because it's not just personal beef. It is actually a clash of essentially two feudal lords. And the nature of their beef represents a real ideological conflict between the factions that they represent. Now, also, I know Andrew Wilson personally. I've met his family. I've been to his house. Richard Spencer follows me on Twitter. I don't think he's that aware of my content. Anyway, let's watch this.
I think I can handle all of these, and I'll try to keep it at 5. But if I go into 10, maybe you'll give me that time, and I'll certainly...
I've never seen the moderator before. I don't know who that guy is, who the moderator is, but let's keep watching.
give that time to Andrew if he needs that long to respond as well. I think it's best just...
So I think we have the structure down. It's like 5-5, and then what is it?
Yeah, but
three
I'm
4-minute rebuttals. I think
these two things.
Sure.
So let's just have a discussion. I mean, we're not playing tennis here, so
I'd like to keep it to the format. Otherwise,
I'm the reason why this debate is happening. So I'm going to speak for.
Then you can fuck off. I don't care. Fuck off.
Are you in charge, Andrew?
Yeah.
Are you in charge, buddy?
I am.
No,
Richard,
you're not. Josiah's in charge.
Richard, we
agreed to a platform, and if you don't want to do it, then don't do it.
No, I'm going to speak for 10 minutes. I'm going to give the excellent. Listen, Andrew, fuck you, man. You are the when I imagine like losers being attracted to the manosphere, it's you, buddy.
I know. You got me, Richard.
Yeah, I did get you. All right.
You got me.
Thanks for agreeing with me. Josiah, I'm going to speak for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to say some interesting things.
I disagree.
Allow Andrew
can we stick to the format?
I honestly think that formatted debates are kind of gay, but if he already agreed to the format, he definitely should abide by it. You agreed to it. You know what I'm saying? To agree to something, and then once you get there, be like, actually, we're not going to do the thing that we agreed to is just stupid.
We're not playing fucking tennis here. I'm going to give
No, we're having a structured debate. Yeah, and we're having a structured debate, and we agreed to a format, and I'd like to stick to it.
Oh, I'm not going to back down on this.
Then go away.
I'm going to speak for... Why don't you go away, you little fucking...
Oh, no. Richard, let's keep it 5 minutes. No slurs, nothing. You can seriously sabotage both of our livelihoods by doing this.
I'm going to speak for a reasonable amount of time.
Oh, no.
I will allow Andrew to respond, and I'm not going to be timing him or something like this, okay? That's what's going to happen. Do you agree with that, Josiah?
No, I do not agree with this. We have the 5 minutes. I think that structure makes sense.
Hey,
it's best
I actually can't anyway. He already broke the TOS. I already got to reboot the stream. So,
yeah.
Like, that's the end of that. Appreciate the time, guys.
What do you mean he broke the TOS? Because he said faggot? Is that what he said? They blurred it out, but I didn't know that broke the TOS. Saying faggot, dude? That sucks. That's fucking gay as hell.
Damn it.
Yeah, he's running away.
Okay, so first off, Richard Spencer is correct that the debate bro format, formal debate format, is like playing tennis. It's a rhetorical trick, in my opinion. When you're actually trying to discuss complicated issues, you are naturally going to involve paradoxes, contradictions, nuance. And when you have a strict debate format, you actually limit that.
I completely agree with that.
Dyer's a great example of this, and many other online autists like Liquid.
Yeah, Jay Dyer does that all the time. He wants it completely structured and everything, and it's like, dude, it's kind of annoying. I just want to hear two people discuss a topic, not have like this structured debate. It's so boring when you have the structured debate too.
With Zulu or T-Jump do this same thing. Hyper, stick to the frame, and logical consistency is the only measure of truth, and then they can avoid having to have the nuanced discussion, which would reveal the flaws of their worldview. So that's I actually agree with Richard Spencer that is a thing. However, if you...
It is kind of crazy, though, that both Andrew Wilson and Jay Dyer are both Orthodox Christians. So that's kind of weird that they both think that way, you know? But they're also both Orthodox Christians. I wonder if that has to do with anything. I mean, I'm Orthodox and I don't think that way, but I don't know.
No.
It's just kind of interesting because they're the two that I like think of right off of the top of my head who like to do structured debates like that, and both of them are Orthodox. It's kind of interesting.
That a formal structured debate is a defensive tactic. And then you agree ahead of time to do that debate, and then you get to that debate, and you say, actually, I'm not going to agree to the format. You're a fucking LARPer. Richard Spencer, his whole Nietzschean thing, will to power, the rules don't apply to me. I'm not going to honor my word here. I'm just going to assert, actually, I'm the reason this debate's happening. It's clearly a LARP. It's clearly a joke. I agree that the debate bro format is not great. That's why in the conversations I've had with Andrew, as people who've seen them know, we don't do that. And Andrew's perfectly capable of having a non-debate
Yeah, Andrew does do non-debate type of conversations all the time. But he does like to do the debate style arguments a lot too. So I don't know why, though. I don't know why you want to do a structured debate like that.
Conversation. But if you're going to come in and say...
Maybe it's because you know that the person who you're debating is disingenuous, kind of like Richard Spencer would be, you know? So you want it to be a little structured so that he's not just, like, plowing over you with a bunch of random shit. I mean, and Richard Spencer is smart. I will say that. He is a smart man, but I do think that he gets into just yelling a lot, you know, and calling names and all that type of stuff.
Your worldview is garbage. Well, you're going to invoke the debate format and then you need to operate in it. If you're willing to come here and say, I want to have a discussion, then that's fine, right? I would say Richard Spencer is acting like a F slur that he called Andrew Wilson. Here's why. This is the most F slur thing that I can imagine a fully grown adult human being saying. And this I saw some time ago, way before this.
So if you can go and you can be drafted, you can be sent off to war, right? And women can't, but they can vote to send you off to war. How is that not something which fundamentally needs?
Yeah, okay, I'm going to just get totally nasty. I'm going to get Andrew, you're a fucking you are for even uttering that statement. Do you know what the good thing about war is? Do you know what the good thing about war is? It's not that women vote you into war. It's that you get to just go kick ass. It is fucking awesome.
Have you ever fought war? Have you ever been in a war, Richard Spencer? Like, what the fuck? I feel like the only people who can say shit like that is people who have fought in war, you know? Like him, who's never done it, can't really say that that's cool about war. I mean, yeah, it seems cool because you play video games and, like, play as a little kid and shit, but the actual consequences of war are terrible. And I feel like most people who've actually seen battle would tell you that, you know?
Awesome. War is good. It is badass. It is the fucking greatest thing ever. They put a rifle in your hands and say, go for it, dude.
War is badass. You fucking F-slur. Don't you know that war is so cool? That's literally, you can't parody this. Okay, this is the problem with the terminally online chub lords. Sorry, we shouldn't insult people's physical fitness. I don't think Richard Spencer would pass a fitness test. You can't deal with someone who is...
I don't think Richard Spencer is that fat. Honestly, I think Richard Spencer is probably more fit than Andrew Wilson. And I'm on Andrew Wilson's side here, but I would say he probably is more fit than Andrew Wilson. I could be wrong, though. I don't know.
Genuinely autistic enough, or just clearly trolling, to say that war is cool and it's awesome. I don't know anyone who has suffered PTSD from war. I do know that happens all the time, and I probably know people who know people like that. And it's just like, Richard Spencer can say this because he's insulated from any real-world consequences of his terminally online, gay, Nietzschean worldview. And it's a joke. Then he says this as well, which is also just...
See real masculinity from Andrew as well, because you know how difficult it is to adopt a child that's not your own blood and to actually love them as your own? Do you know what type of sacrifice and humility that takes?
It does take sacrifice and humility, I will admit that. But on a personal level, I do kind of agree with Richard Spencer at the same time. I don't know if I would want to raise someone else's kids. So maybe that's a fault on me, but...
Josiah, what are you talking about?
You think that's
Why would anyone want to do that?
Again, so I think Richard Spencer has his role to play, but he is clearly a jester. I mean, and so am I, and so is Andrew Wilson to some degree. But this is not a serious person. It's so funny, the Nietzschean point of view, what man would raise another man's child? It's like, well, you'll build an empire, right? And do all these great things for the good of who? Other people you're not even related to. But if you actually do the difficult work of taking on the responsibility to raise another child as your own. Again, I don't. The joke is that I'm pretending to address these points as if they're not a LARP, right? Richard Spencer is clearly LARPing. Now, to be fair, I think Andrew Wilson should, I think everyone should drop the autistic formal debate bro attitude or format, because I think it does actually eliminate nuance. But if Richard Spencer agrees to it, then if Andrew Wilson allowed him to back out of it after agreeing to it, after I'm sure Andrew has seen Richard Spencer call Andrew an F-slur and say that raising stepkids is gay or whatever, then Andrew would literally be a little bitch if he allowed Richard Spencer to go back on his word and just kind of dominate the situation.
Didn't Richard Spencer also make fun of him because they lost one of their kids or something too, like in a drunk driving accident? Wasn't he like making fun of him for that? That seemed really wrong of him to do also. Maybe he'll bring it up here in a little bit, but...
And so this is a joke, and I think it is reflective of the Nietzschean pagan sort of pathetic, will to power, but we're going to be creepy people that hide behind anonymous accounts often and are really just terminally online and think Christianity is a slave morality. It's just like, Christ will forgive you, but not before the new Teutonic order comes through and cleanses the pagan filth ideologically from the internet. Richard is smart and nuanced when it comes to political analysis, but his worldview is so corny and such a LARP. I agree. I've seen Richard say intelligent things. Richard is capable of intelligent things. Again, people gotta stop taking things so seriously. Don't get mad at Richard Spencer for playing that character. It's like, dude, are you going to get mad at Donald Trump for playing? Well, you can get mad at Donald Trump for his actions, but like people get mad at like Nick Fuentes because he plays a character. People get mad at Hassan Piker. It's like all you do is feed into these people by getting mad at the LARP persona they've created. Same with Andrew too. Andrew acts like a complete asshole online, and the just the shit talking women all the time. It's so boring and uninteresting. And I know he's better than that.
I think he's pretty funny, to be honest.
And I know he also, the dissonance, or not dissonance, but the difference between how he acts online and how he is around his family. And when I was at his house, something happened that was emotionally charged. It wasn't like a significant thing, but there was like an incident with someone that was emotionally charged, not involving Andrew's family. But he handled it, and Rachel handled it with a lot of grace. And so that's the evidence I've seen. Anyway, two mimetic feudal lords within the right. This is going to cause a chasm that will galvanize supporters and balkanize it further. The Christian-pagan divide will solidify, and that's a good thing. Dave's fault.
Is this guy Catholic? I didn't know that PF was Catholic. Is he Catholic? I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'm definitely on Andrew's side in this. I think that Richard Spencer definitely took it a little too far, especially when he made fun of him for losing a kid, which is crazy to do. But anyways, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe because we're posting videos like this every single day. Peace.